aggravating that citizen.
Why? It's so much fun.
Stop.
Make me. You win this time, Super Plumber.
To be continued.
You just wait till round 2.
I will be back. To be continued.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Super Plumber.
You're welcome.
Now, let's have a dance party.
All right.
Yeah, you want to dance with us? All right, come on, get up and dance. Super Plumber, plunge, plunge.
He'll fix your toilet.
Plunge, plunge. He'll fix your leaks.
He fights crime.
In the street. Super Plumber, plunge, plunge. Super Plumber, plunge. I feel we got a lot. Without some action, a story is not. Without some action, a story is not. Without some action, a story is not. All right, what do you think of Stories that Soar and all those great stories you kids wrote? Yeah! That was awesome. Such good stories. So, you know, this is our 10th year, and we started here at Sam Hughs when this was just a class out of the University of Arizona, and now we are a nonprofit. We've been doing this as a nonprofit for 6 years, and Sam Hughs has been our favorite school for all of these years. And we thank you so much to Mrs. Jordan and all the teachers and the students and the parents that really helped make this such a community program. 2nd Street Kids for coming. This is a really special day for us. So thank you all for being a part of it and believing in Stories that Soar and writing stories to give us the magic and the energy to do this. And you all should give yourselves a big round of applause for being a part of this. Thank you so much. You know, we started here 10 years ago. You guys have about 300 students. And last year, we served over 6,000 students. and we had over 6,000 stories written for us. You know, the first year we were here, there was 88 stories written for Stories That Soar. This year, do you know how many stories you kids wrote? 626 stories, and there's less than 300 kids here. You guys are amazing. And the energy that you give us allows us to keep doing this work, not only for this school, but for so many schools and so many kids around Tucson. So thank you all so much. I need to know who wrote stories, not just the stories that got picked, because without all of your stories, we just don't have the energy to do this. And it takes all of these stories, reading all of these stories, that the power and the energy. So if you could stand up, if you wrote a story, even if it got picked or not, stand up, and we want to give you a big round of applause. Thank you, you guys. You guys are fabulous. Really wonderful. Now, I would like to bring up the students that wrote these amazing stories. Our very first story that we did, and I know it's hot, you guys. I was sitting out there in the sun too, so I'm going to hurry up. We had the marriage of the magic box. So many kids wrote about how much they loved the box, and one girl actually wrote that she was marrying the magic box. So we put a bunch of stories together to make that first piece. And the story about riding the pony was by Tana Miros. So Tana, you want to come on up? We also had the story of marrying the magic box, and that was by Vanessa Trofer. And we hear that you really like the magic box, Vanessa. Come on up. The girl who loved the magic box when the girl was giving her vows, that was written by Isabella in Mr. Encina's class. We had High Magic Box by Layla. And the magic box is talking. Remember when he said, shh, the magic box is talking? That was written by Caleb in Ms. Dunn's class. And I Like the Magic Box by Ann Wright. I think she wanted to teach the magic box Russian. And that beautiful song that they sang at the wedding, Colors by Jeffrey and David. They wrote that together. Thank you so much. Then we had the fabulous story of the Super Plumber. Super Plumber. You guys like that one? That was by James Noriega. James Noriega, come on down. Yeah. And then the story of imagination. Remember when the boy was having all those imaginary friends, and they were really, it was his sister kept wanting to play with him? That was by Kieran Douglas. And then that went right into that other cool story where the two boys had all those cool aliens and superpowers, and then it ended with the mom being the coolest superpower of all. Let's hear it for the moms. Yeah, moms! That was written by Richard David Guitard and Tomas Comsana, both in Miss Martin's class. Cool stories, you guys. Those are great superheroes. Then we had the story of Unusual Bob, remember, with the weird situation fairy and the little fox? That was written by Ella McCarville in Mr. Encina's class. Nice work. The Unusual Bob story. And then How to Be Nice, remember Goko? What did you learn from Goko? Please be nice, right? Something like that.
Don't call me.
How to be nice.
That is what we learned. And that was by Adam Jacobs. Remember Shaylee? Oh, there she is. Shaylee. I was sitting right near Shaylee. She knows her story. That was Shaylee Carmody, but also with help from Tim Olivas. Is Tim here? Tim helped too. The story of Pinkburg. Remember the Pink Village, and then there was the Blue family that moved in, and then they all decided they liked new colors. By Greer Stokes. The little girl that lived way up in the tall, high branch, and her dad lived at the bottom branches, so she made an invention so she could go visit him. That was written by Holly in Miss Hartman's class. That's a nice story, Holly. Are you an inventor? Do you want to be an inventor? You should be. The Artist. Remember the story with the author and the artist, and they decided to join together to make a book, and they fell in love. And that was by Luis Loza, who also was a special acting artist here for us today.
Yeah, Luis.
monkey who learned confidence and strength and courage. That was by Xander 7. Nice work, Xander. And the story of Bigfoot, that included Lars and Williams and Jonah. That was written by Jonah. And Bloopy. There was Bloopy too. The story of Esau, the side and the monster. Remember that cold tornado that happened and he shined his light, and that was by Esai. Avias. Esai, where are you? There you are. He wrote all of those words all by himself and drew really cool pictures and made it into a book. That was really neat. Thank you. And the clown show, the man that wouldn't laugh, and finally he laughed and he kept laughing, and that was by Jordan. Jordan, there you are. Do my clowns, Jordan? Yeah. And the story of the scary, scary dragon, we made that into a song. That was 3 stories put together. One was about a scary, scary dragon by Nicholas Petruzella in Miss Esparza's class. Then there was a story about a bad storm by Zeta Tagalog. And the story of the lightning that got scared away by the thunder. And that was by Ian Montoya. Come on up. Those were really cool stories. And then, of course, we had the silly band. Who here likes silly bands? Yeah, silly bands. That was by Sean Pesco and Isaac Powers. Come on down. Yes. And then I need to give a shout out to our special guest artists, the actors, Aaron, Ava, Reasons up here, and our president. Come on up. All right, thank you all so much. I also want to give a special thank to Tracy Powers, Tracy Pitt, who helps us bring this to Sam Hughes every year. The other parents that help us. I also want to thank Annie Peterson for all the great work she does for all the schools and all the kids. She's such a pro-education person. There she is. She does great work for all of us behind the scenes. And again, all of